So we're here at the Nvidia booth at MWC 2013, and this is Project Shield. So you can see it's shaped like a controller. It's built by Nvidia, and it's an Android gaming device. So some of the things we can see before we open the cover, it fits nicely in the hand. It's nicely molded, good weighting. It has standard triggers and shoulder buttons. Also standard ports are all open standard, so a headphone jack, USB, HDMI, and an SD card slot. And then one of the cool features of Shield is that you can actually customize it. So the Shield comes off, you'll be able to get different colors, you'll be able to get like custom paint jobs on these and all sorts of things. You can imagine if there's a special game coming out or a special edition of a game, it might have a custom Shield that you can put on there as well. When we flip the lid, you'll see that now we have a screen. It's a 5-inch 720p display with a full multi-touch display. We also have a D-pad, thumbsticks, XYAB, and standard Android buttons for home, back, volume, and a start button, which is coming through from the controller. The other thing I'll point out here are the speakers. So these are actually, they look kind of small, but they have what's called a bass reflux system. And so that means that the driver is connected to a chamber down the side internally here, and it gives us really good bass response. So we get a really nice sound out of what is quite a small speaker. The operating system, as I mentioned, is Android. It's a standard Android Jelly Bean 4.2. It's going to be running whatever the latest Android is at the time, and that works just as your phone or tablet would. You can use a touch screen, you can launch your standard Android applications. It has Play Store, Play Movies, you can have all your standard music on there, and all your Android applications are available to you. When you want to start gaming, you hit the Nvidia button on the controller, and this launches the dashboard. And so this is a custom designed application that we've written just to make it look a little cooler and show you all the games that are enhanced for Tegra 4 and for Shield. So all the games in this list are upcoming games that will come out relatively soon. And they've got full controller support for Shield and also enhancements for Tegra 4. So for instance, one of the games here, Dead on Arrival 2, which is a sequel to Dead on Arrival, the developer N3V Games in Australia, they've added dynamic shadows, they've added lighting effects, explosions, physics on some of the objects, so that you really get an enhanced gameplay experience. And certainly the graphics are far richer than your sort of standard mobile game. So here we can see we have dynamic lighting on the coming off the torch at the front of the gun barrel. We have physics on some of the objects there. We also have cloth physics over here, and really just sort of taking mobile gaming to the next level with the Tegra 4 processor. If we hit the Nvidia button again, we jump back to the dashboard. And one of the other games that your listeners might be familiar with is a really popular Android game called Riptide. And for Riptide 2, we've been working with Vector Unit to again enhance the look and the feel of the graphics and take advantage of some of the features on the Tegra 4 GPU. So they do. For Riptide 2 here, we actually have real-time reflections happening on the water surfaces. So as we go past the water, the environment reflects. The other jet skis or races in the game reflect off the water. There's also shadows and self-shadowing. So as we go through the sunlight, the player's arms and legs actually cast shadows back onto the rest of the player's body. And that's really a first for mobile. Shadows take a lot of processing calculations, and with Tegra 4 we've added that into the hardware now. So again, we jump back out, It's a really nice, wonderful fluid display that we have. We also, while we're in the dashboard, we can get a feed from TegraZone for upcoming games and maybe read a little bit about what's coming up next. And then the final piece of the puzzle is we have what's called PC streaming. So this is another great feature, again embracing the open gaming, so PC gaming. This comprises sort of two elements. You have your PC, which has software called GeForce Experience running on it, and it will look through your hard drive and see all the games that you have installed and communicate with your Shield and say, these are the games that are available for streaming. Then you can actually play your PC games and play it anywhere in the house. So just say you have your PC in your den or in the attic, and you happen to be in, in your bedroom, in bed, or on the couch or something. You can actually play games like Assassin's Creed 3, Need for Speed Most Wanted, and even Battlefield 3 right from your Shield.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome both warriors standing in the ring, ready for the ultimate battle! Those are landing!